What up? What up? Time to wake up. Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? What up, ASAP Auto? What up, Allen? Rise and shine, everybody. We back up. We back in this thing. You heard? We're gonna chop it up today. You know how we do. I'm gonna light it up this morning. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna continue on with the day, because today is another day. And whenever you wake up, it's a good day. You know what I'm saying? And it's good when you wake up and you're not mad at the world. Because even though the world is very chaotic, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep a peace of mind out here. Only the strong will survive. Remember that. So like I said, we're going to talk about some things today. I'm going to try to make today a positive show. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it go down out here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be touching on some things, right? What up, Randy Nichols? What up, bro? I'm going to be talking about some things today. MoneyBagGyo declared that he quit lean, and he said since he stopped, he's been on top of his A game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also going to be talking about FAIZONLOVE. He's still calling DAVEEAST a fake CRIP. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about some of this a lot of discrepancies within that gang culture. You dig? And like I said, a lot of people was going to find time to bash Antonio Brown for clout, mainly his own people. And this bozo OJ Simpson, he tried to get clout off Antonio Brown. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to touch on that, because we know that people love to kick people when they down. And then you always will see that some people don't pop out until they got something to talk about bad about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about that. Good morning, Miss Playful. Salute to the queen. How you feeling this morning? You know what I'm saying? I see you, sis. Always on the go, always on the move. You know what I'm saying? That's how we rock over here. But we're going to get it started. I'm going to get it started because y'all already in the building. And it's the For No Fame Primetime episode 75, a.k.a. For No Fame Live episode 75. You heard? MoneyBagGyo declared that he quit sipping that lean. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know that lean is just a liquid form of opioids, aka / heroin. You know what I'm saying? And we know that a lot of people in America was turned out on that lean, but not just really lean, because lean is not that easy to get, but all different forms of opioids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be speaking about this dude right now because he said that he quit lean, and since he quit lean, he's been on top of his game. He said, I used to think being sober would mess with my creative process. He said, I see that's just a mind thing because I've been more active, my skin been glowing, and I've been dropping nothing but pressure on these tracks. Basically, he said he's been putting out some good hit records since he stopped getting high on that lean. You know what I'm saying? We seen how a lot of rappers felt like the lean was making them better, but y'all got to remember, this whole thing called what? Mumble rap, which is the heroin flow. It was because a lot of that lean and a lot of them perks. And I'm going to be real, a lot of these rappers were straight up on dog food. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them was straight up on dog food. They was just doing other things to sustain themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they quit that lean, they go through withdrawals and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep it real. I used to sip lean from time to time because I had a plug on that lean, and I used to hustle that lean. And from time to time when I be partying, I used to sip that lean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking from experience, and I'm talking about what I know. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this ain't to knock nobody and what they do. And if, like I said, if you turn up, if you get right, that's on you. But you just got to understand you're going to be in your best game once you clean your life up. You know what I'm saying? Once you clean yourself up, even if you do it for a little while, you're going to be on top of your A game. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be in your best of health. This is also, we got to remember why we started seeing a lot of rappers catching seizures. Remember, Lil Wayne started catching a lot of seizures. We heard about Rick Ross almost dying multiple times. A lot of these dudes was on that lean. And you got to remember something. As a rapper, you know what I'm saying, as a rapper, you know, their nerves be very high, high anxiety, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they needed that lean to calm down, not only be in the booth, but when they're in public, when they're on stage around thousands and thousands of people, they'll be nervous, shook, you know, so they would have to take that lean to calm their nerves down, you know, because you got uppers, you got downers. Some people prefer uppers, some people prefer downers, but a lot of these rappers, they was on uppers to get turned up, to get lit, and then when they get too lit, they got to come down. They got to come down on that lean, you know what I'm saying, on them perks, them Xanax bars, you dig? So that's why I say from when I was in the street or doing what I was doing, partying or whatever, it was a time when I was doing a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I was going to school, working in the shop, turning up, hustling, going to clubs every night. I used to indulge in a lot of these activities. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being real. And I recently stopped smoking bud. I stopped smoking bud in October once I found out all this fake bud going around. And just me personally, I wanted to be on top of my A game. That's why when I get up early in the morning and I do what I do it sober. You hear me? I stay lit. I don't need no drugs to get lit. Actually, when I used to do certain things, it's to calm me down. That's why I'm trying to tell you. A lot of this stuff is to calm people down. But what happens is once you get hooked, you need it to function, and you start being depressed when you can't get these particular drugs. You understand? You go into a depression, your skin start looking bad, your appetite changes, and you start looking different. Like you can tell a person that get high, or you'll see throughout all their pictures throughout the years, they always look different in every picture. And that's according to how they was getting high throughout them times. You know what I'm saying? And the main number one killer is sleep deprivation. When you don't get the proper rest, your body start to shut down. And that's also why I'm touching on this, because a lot of people, yesterday they said cases have went up in America, 1 million. They documented 1.8 million cases yesterday in America. And my peoples was talking to me yesterday, and they just told me yesterday how that a lot of their coworkers was diagnosed yesterday. Because you got to remember, when you get diagnosed, it goes in the computer base. And in America, 1.8 people are now infected. You know what I'm saying? But like I told y'all, the whole point of being infected is having a low immune system. And when you partying on all type of drugs, when you partying, when you drinking alcohol, when you're not getting no rest, you're not drinking enough water, your immune system starts to decrease and it starts to fall, and you can get sick from a common cold. Somebody can come around you with a common cold and get you sick. You dig? Because when you get the proper rest, that's how your body really powers up. Like when you plug your phone up to the charger, your body the same way. When you get in that bed and you get that rest, your body powers back up. And you'll mostly see, I promise you this, people that mostly get sick, you're going to see they don't get rest. I bet you any amount of money they drink alcohol, you dig, and they don't eat right. And they don't exercise. Them the 4 factors that's going to always have you sick. So when MoneyBagGyo said he quit that lean, and I saw a picture of him, he looked very healthy, he looks very different, you know what I'm saying? He said he's been on top of his A game, and he's been putting out nothing but hits. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to salute that brother for taking a stand, because you got some people that promote drugs or getting high, but then the whole time they didn't get high. Or you got people that promote getting drugs, and then when they clean themselves up, they don't want to tell people they cleaned themselves up, because they feel like, some people feel like it's not cool. You know, I used to be the same way. I used to feel like if I ain't smoke weed, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna be myself. I ain't gonna make it through the day. You know what I'm saying? But what I learned is you just got to replace certain things. Like instead of, like my point of when I stopped smoking, I might have just started focusing on eating good foods and working out. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, everybody can, whenever anybody ready, they can stop. You know what I'm saying? It's all on what you want to do. It's a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't knocking nobody for what they do. My whole point is to be on top of your A game and to get your money in a better position that you wanted in. When you stop getting high, you start going to another level. You know what I'm saying? And also, the people are like, you got people that'll sit around you. They don't care if you get high. They ain't gonna say nothing if you get high. But when you stop getting high, stop, you know, doing certain things, people look at you in a whole nother light. And I'm talking about, you could be a person that just drink liquor every day. You could just drink a beer every day. But after a while, a person will be cool with you, but they'll look at you sideways in their mind like, damn, he can't do nothing without drinking a beer. You know what I'm saying? They'll respect you, but they're going to always see you as a person that can't do nothing without drinking beer. So my point is, when you stop certain things, people start having more respect for you, and you'll start seeing your life through a different lens. You know what I'm saying? Then if further on in life, if you want to party, you want to do your thing, if you out in public, you socializing, you know, if you want to party, that's on you. My whole point is I'm speaking from the aspect of people that just indulge in getting high every day, all day, and don't have nothing else to do. They got nothing else going on. You know your money ain't right. You know your living conditions ain't right. You know you're not making the moves you're supposed to make. And then you getting high every day, all day. Only person you really hurting is yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said this ain't to knock nobody. This just words of wisdom for everybody to be the best they could be. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you might be a person that love to eat all day, every day. You like to eat Twinkies. You like to drink soda all day. You just like to eat foul foods. You got to challenge yourself and start trying to eat right. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going to save your life now is the things you put in your body. And that's what we said before. A lot of people are worried about getting that jab. They worried about this, that, and the third, but they putting toxins in their body every single day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said a lot of this stuff is mind games. But we're going to salute MoneyBagGyo because he declared that he quit lean. Ever since he quit lean, he said he's been on top of his A game, and he been spitting out nothing but heat, dropping them hit records. You know what I'm saying? So we see how certain things are changing, because I told you the rappers they've been trying to use the rappers as the new weirdos. They use the rappers to promote the drugs. They use the rappers to promote all the sick crimes. So when a rapper realized that he's been being used for a pawn to promote drug use, and he stopped using those drugs and tell the world he stopped, that's a good look. You know what I'm saying? That's a good sign, because maybe other people to start waking up, especially if you've been getting high for years straight. If you've been getting high for years and years straight, you got to come to a point where you got to say, yo, I got to stop this. I got to get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? I got to be a better me. You can never go wrong with being a better you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to start this show off with that message right here is, if you want to elevate yourself to a high levels, and if you want to get your bag right at a good level, it's good to stop getting high for a few. You know what I'm saying? Get your life in order. I'm going to be real. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm speaking from experience. I'm not being no hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? But salute the MoneyBagGyo for declaring that he quit that lean. He quit messing with that liquid heroin. You heard? That opioid. You smell me? And some people do got pain, and they need certain things to get through that pain. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. But it's good to be clean if you can. You know what I'm saying? Get clean. Next topic, and it's another sicko topic. I know y'all probably seen this online yesterday. A Chicago rapper, he shot up the party on IG Live. You know what I'm saying? Because he walked in, he seen his girlfriend twerking with some other girls. They was twerking, you know what I'm saying, in a house. And he walked up in the house, and when he saw his girl twerking with them females, he started letting that gun go. You know what I'm saying? He started shooting up in the crib. And they say he was a Chicago rapper, and they didn't want to give his name. You know what I'm saying? But my point is this. I told you a lot of these rappers doing sicko stuff, because a lot of them are on drugs, and they do get high. A lot of them are out of their mind. You smell me? They are sick. That's why you keep hearing about all these rappers doing all type of activities. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. When you trying to be in a rap game, you know what I'm saying? Most of these people come from the hood. They got dreams and ambitions to be something great, to generate some money, get their family out the hood. You know, they want to do great things with their life. But you're always going to see, once they get their foot in the door and they start getting to that money, they actually start going backwards. They start going backwards, and they start rolling downhill. And a lot of people, once they become a rapper, see, a rapper, once you're a rapper, you get an artificial ego. It's called a big head. You get a super big head. And nobody can't tell you nothing. The world revolves around you. And that's what make a lot of rappers and entertainers start becoming weirdos, because they live in a delusional world. And we know people in regular life that live in a delusional world. And I'm going to be talking about that too today. People build up these egos and images, and they expect in their mind the world is supposed to respect the image they portray. When the image you portray, if it's not real, People are not going to bow down to nobody or nothing you stand for. But a lot of rappers, their egos take a hit. Their pride take hits, and they can't take it. And a lot of weak dudes, they feel like once they've been violated or their ego get hurt, they want to go to the gun. They want to start talking about gunplay, like that's supposed to mean something. Because a Chicago rapper, he came in a room and saw his girlfriend twerking with some other females. They were just chilling, having a good time, and he wanted to come through the door and start letting off shots. But he didn't even know they was on IG Live when he did this particular crime. They was on IG Live the whole time. So I'm just showing you a pattern of psychopaths calling themselves rappers. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Soon, the word rapper is going to be the new word for criminal weirdo, lunatic. Because luckily, none of these women got shot in this situation and they okay. But this dude, he came through the door. As soon as he came through the door, he saw his girl twerk. He just started shooting, boom, 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 all in the crib. So we know this dude had to be out of his mind. He's a sick individual. We you know what I'm saying? We chopped it up yesterday about the story yesterday with the boy Jay Stash on how he clipped his so-called girlfriend in front of her 3 kids and then took himself out. So we are seeing a pattern. Either these rappers are telling, either they getting high on mega drugs, or they committing senseless crimes. But my whole point is you became a rapper to have a career, a successful career. But see, some people are not taught how to be successful. See, when you're a bum or you're a loser or you never had nothing, you don't even know what success is because you never seen it in your life. So when that success hits you so fast, you don't even know what to do. You're just in position with a big head and you don't even know how to move. You don't know how to conduct yourself. You don't even know how to enjoy the work you put in. And that's what happens when you're not used to being successful. See, many of us are used to being successful. We're not born losers. Some people are born losers. I'm going to keep it real. You heard about them family curses and curses throughout your bloodline. Well, guess what? Some families are cursed and some bloodlines are cursed. That's why it's nothing but losers in your family and you're a loser because you come from a bloodline of losers. You know what I'm saying? Some people come from a bloodline of snitches. Some people come from a bloodline of gangsters, stand-up individuals. Some people come from a bloodline of hard workers that always have obtained things. But you're going to see everybody is not built for success, because success, you have to be used to being a successful person. Or when you do get success, you have to know how to embrace your success. And it's called what? Being humble and humility. That's the only thing going to help you be great when you got success. You got to learn how to take what they say. You got to know how to take the good route. You got to take you got to take you know what I'm saying? You got to take a step back sometime. Sometimes you got to take the alternate route. When you're successful, everybody's going to expect you to act one way, but sometimes you got to act a total opposite way. And that's how this whole thing works. Everybody is not used to success. I don't care how much money you got. Money does not make you successful. The things you buy don't make you successful. Successful means that you are prosperous, meaning you go forward and the people around you go forward. And every time people are around you, they are blessed with good energy. You know what I'm saying? That's a successful person, a person that put in their work and then they can sit back and reap the benefits of the good work they put in and feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So this Chicago rapper, he was sick in his brain because he want to come in a party, and just because he saw his girl dancing with her homegirls twerking, he want to start shooting up the household. And like I said, luckily none of these women got shot. But we got to look at this lunatic behavior, and it's becoming a trend and a fad. And my point is this: why are you shooting at females? Because I told y'all this is what's going on. Females, kids, and older people are becoming the victims. Because a lot of these dudes are suckers. They are soft. They are feminine. They don't really have nothing down there. That's why they don't have no conscience when they shooting at a woman or when they violating a woman. They don't have no conscience because they see if a man sees himself as a woman, he gonna see like you him. Y'all the same people. He don't see you as a different you know what I'm saying, gender. He looks at only a dude, like a dude that beat on females, you know, he got female tendencies, because he don't see there's nothing wrong with that. He think it's a female fighting another female in his mind. That's what I'm showing you, how these dudes are sick. Salute to the chat. What up, family? I seen y'all pull up. I seen you, Rondell, slide through. Lil Guard. My boy Diz, NY. What's up, bro? Shanta, what up? I see y'all. So y'all know we got to talk about this, because luckily this dude that shot up the crib, he didn't shoot none of the females that was twerking. And what he should have did was came in the door and started dancing with his girl and let her twerk on him. But no, he wanted those shots. So I'm showing you how dudes are weirdos. And a lot of men, they really hate females. I don't know what for. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because they can't do the things y'all do. They jealous. Because I'm seeing a lot of men with feminine tendencies. And their ego is part of what makes them feminine, because they can't control their emotions. You feel me? That's what's going on in America right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a trend of dudes being soft. They got on tough exterior, but their interior is very plush and soft. You heard? They're very tender-hearted. And a lot of them are mama's boys. And a lot of them, they need hugs. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing men really feminine on the inside. And I'm just telling you what time it is. Because you can't teach a boy how to be a man. And a lot of these dudes, they don't know how to grow up into being a man, because it's not in them. And that's how this thing goes. But good thing these women did not get shot up, because this dude, he tried to shoot them girls up on Instagram Live, and he didn't even know they was going live twerking. They were just having a good time. And this happened in Chicago, once again, the land of the weirdos. You know what I'm saying? This is what goes on. Another thing I'm going to talk about. And now I'm on this topic. I'm going to touch on this while I'm on this topic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk about dudes playing penitentiary mind games. Dudes playing manipulation games, mind manipulation. You see? This is a thing of the past. This has been going on since back in the day. You know, even since I was young, y'all all know about these stories. You know, you got women, when you was young, it was an older woman try to, you know, work her magic on you. You know, as young males, when we was young, we had dudes trying to put batteries in our back. This has been going on for a long time, but it's time now to speak on some of these things, because they are played out. And I see a lot of dudes like to play penitentiary mind games. And y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna break this down real, very, very clear, because I've been hearing it from dudes a lot lately, and just so happen a lot of them, they're jail niggas. You know what I'm saying? So this is my thing. This is the game right here. You got dudes that'll give you something. They'll call it looking out for you, whether it's money, material things, opportunities. You know, in jail, it's commissary. You know, you come in the cell. What they told, for those who know about that G-wall, who know about jail, you know, if you come in somebody's cell, right, and you don't know this dude from nowhere, he try to give you some cigarettes, some cakes. He start trying to be all nice to you. See, real G's know the first thing you're supposed to do is pop on that man. You're supposed to get that man at work, because he's trying to play you. He's trying to bait you in like you a sucker. He got a game he's trying to play with you. But see, you got dudes that do that same thing in real life and behind that wall, where they're it's called baiting you in. They'll make it like they're looking out for you. You know, what you need, I got you. I got that for you. What you need. You think they blessing you. They looking out. They got your best interest at heart. And in your mind, damn, this is a good brother. He a good dude, man. Man, he took me shopping. Man, he made sure I stay fresh. But you don't even know this man got a whole nother plan for you in the back of his mind. You don't even know that quietly this man is trying to treat you like you a broad. You don't even know that this man could have plans of disposing of you in the future some kind of way. And what this man is doing is buying your loyalty. He's paying for your brain. He's paying you up front for your morals and principles. Because these are the same situations that even happen in the hood. You got dudes that'll give you a pat, front you to work, act like they're helping you. You know, they might even give you some money, help your moms pay the rent, whatever they do. They got a plan in the end. And my point is, once you go against that plan, that's when they want to smoke with you. That's when they want to take you out. You dig? And my point is this. I'm going to put myself in a situation. If I was looking out for my man, and I'm talking about my whole boy from day one, we grew up together. That's my ace. We rock together. That's my man, my man. And I look out for him. Whenever I got, he got. Whatever I got, we split down the middle. But say at night, I like to go break in old ladies' houses and steal their TVs. See, I like to go around breaking in cars at night. And then my man find out. But all because I used to look out for him, he don't want to put me on blast, or he don't want to expose me. When the hood starts saying, yo, your man be going around breaking the windows at night and breaking in cars, bro. That's your man. He be doing that. Now, if my man don't keep it real and say, yo, bro, you need to stop doing what you're doing. What you're doing is lame. You're making us look bad. Then that means my man has sold out to me. You feel me? That means my man, he gonna put up with any foul thing I do, all because I used to look out for him. You know what I'm saying? All because I gave him money. My man will compromise himself just because I've been looking out for him. But the whole time at night, he knew I break in cars, I break in women's crib, take their TVs, their PS5s from their kids. He know I'm a low down scumbag, but because he my man, he gonna co-sign me. So I'm showing you how this thing works. It's called a mind manipulation game. And a lot of people are victims of this. Sometimes you could be a victim. Like I'm gonna reverse it. I had a homeboy, he might have did foul things. You know what I'm saying? I might have had a homeboy, he might indulge in domestic violence issues that I don't agree with. He might have did other things that I don't agree with, but that's my man. I'm gonna stamp him. But at the end of the day, come a time I gotta say, yo, bro, you wilding right now. Because if I don't check that man, I'm just as bad as him, or actually I'm a fraud because now I just really need this man to do what I need him to do. I might just need him to be a human holster and hold my work, hold my hammers, or just do whatever. Man, I might just need him to drive my car. I just need him to do what I need him to do, and I'm gonna put up with the BS he do. Even though we both together, we both look bad to the public eye. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that within myself that sometimes when we got friends, what we do is we co-sign their BS, and sometimes we don't even know it. We pat them on the back, yo, bro, don't worry about that. Yo, shorty wilding. You know, I don't know why she doing all that, man. I see why you be flipping out on shorty. But the whole time, I'm back in my mind, bro, why you putting your hands, why you violating her like that? You going too hard. You know what I'm saying? But as a friend, we co-sign their BS. Yo, bro, you right, bro. She be wilding, you know, boom, boom, boom. And I noticed that sometimes your friends will get used to you co-signing their BS. And the more you co-sign their BS, guess what they do? They run with it even more. So that's why I say a real friend will G-check their friend, will check their friend and say, yo, you wilding. You making yourself look bad. You making us look bad, bro. You need to stop. Or the female gonna say, yo, sis, you need to stop what you doing because you doing, like, we know it's some, yo, your females, y'all know y'all got homegirls. They don't be doing right by their kids. But sometimes you don't want to say nothing to her, but you know she wilding out, leaving the house dirty, going out partying, ain't leaving them kids no food. Got the kids coming out looking crazy, ain't getting little man his hair cut, ain't keeping shorty hair done. And you know she's a bad mother, but you don't want to hurt her feelings. But you still hang a party with her and kick it with her. But you know when it comes to being a parent, she's a piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? But we co-sign our friends. And then sometimes your friend will start thinking it's cool what they do because you don't check them. And in their mind, they delusional. They say, well, so my homegirl ain't saying nothing about it, so who are you to try to check me? And that's how they create false images. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I call it, I'm touching up on the penitentiary mind games, because this game is played amongst grown-ups, not kids. It's played amongst grown-ups and grown people that like to manipulate younger. Well, a person is always going to act like they helping you or they look out for you. And just because they help you and look out for you, you ain't supposed to say nothing bad about them, or you're not supposed to check them. You're supposed to always agree with their BS. And this has been going on in the hood forever. This has been going on in the community forever. And that's part of why we never going to rise. We never going to be nothing. Know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell you it's about you as an individual. And I told you, if you don't know how to control your own mind, there's somebody else that gladly will. Somebody will use you for a remote control car, a remote control doja, whatever you want to call it. It's people that will use your brain for you if you don't know how to use it. And it's called manipulation. But my point is, in jail and on the street, you got dudes. I heard dudes saying how they do for people. Why would my man say something about me? I spent money on him. I bought him clothes. I did this for him. Why he gonna try to say that about me? Because guess what? If your man say you acting like a lame, you acting like a lame. If your man say you being bogus, you being bogus. It don't matter how much money you spent on me, bro. It don't matter how many times we went out together. If you acting like a lame, bro, you acting like a lame. That's how me and my dudes was brought up. We keep it real. We G-check each other. And if we don't like it, we can throw the hands, but we don't got to go to throwing the hands. We know real is real. But see, weak dudes, they got to upkeep that image, that know deep in their heart. They suckers, and they're very small. They can't take that from their man. You feel me? That chick that know for a fact she's foul to her kids, she know for a fact that she be blowing all the food stamp money, blowing all the money in the club on eighths of weed. She don't want her homegirl G-checking on her, telling her to get herself together. She don't want that. She gonna get mad. Because guess what? She's a weak individual. Because she don't want to face reality. So whenever you don't want to face reality that your so-called best friends are checking you on, that means you got your own issues. That means you starting to become sick in the head. Because guess what? Not only do you look in the mirror, when somebody hold a mirror in front of your face, you want to run. And strength only comes through adversity. You heard? That's why we got the saying that real G's don't die, because they unbreakable. You know what I'm saying? They don't deal in emotions. When they fall, they get back up and keep moving. When they take shots, they get back up and then they start shooting back. You heard? It's like a real chick that get to the bag. She always going to get to her money. You can't stop a female that know how to get money, that get her money. You're not going to stop her from getting her money. You can't make her be a bum chick. No matter how many times individuals might fall off in life, they're going to keep getting back up because that's what they do. But then you got some people, they're always used to somebody giving them something, doing something for them, and then what they do, they obligate themselves to people. It's called selling out. They sell their morals and principles because this person, I know they foul, but they always look out for me. They're going to make sure I'm straight, I'm good. And then everything, all principles, morals go out the window. And this goes on all the time. That's why I know for a fact. See, if I was a mind manipulator, I know everybody. It's a lot of people that could be bought and sold. Because all you need is cash money. Cash money. You can buy a lot of people's souls. It's easy. And I ain't talking about no thousands. You can buy souls for nothing. That's the world we've been in, and it's always going to be like that. People can be bought like nothing. And it's called the people that don't know how to get money themselves. The people that don't know how to be prosperous themselves. I told y'all, it's some people that don't know how to be successful. So when you don't know about being successful, anything of an image of success, what you're going to do? You're going to follow, you're going to latch on, you're going to try to get in that loop, you're going to try to get in that circle because you feel like if I hang around somebody else that's successful, I'm going to look successful too. Or maybe one day I could be successful too if they put me on. And that's the mentality. And I'm trying to tell you that whole mentality is played out and it's over with. 2022, you got to stand on your own 2 feet. Whatever idea you got in your mind, you got to make it happen on your own. That's the time we in now. Y'all got to get off that old school mentality that was taught. Is also a slave mentality that was taught back in the days. You know, y'all heard about the crabs in the bucket syndrome. Everything I just told you is the whole crabs in the barrel syndrome. You see? I want my peoples to be greater than me. I don't want them to be like me. I'm not worried about me being over them. I want them to be better than me. Because if I fall off, that man could pull me up higher. That's what it's about. You're supposed to want your people to shine and be great if they're your peoples, like you say. And that's the case. My end result to this is you got to learn to be on your own and be by yourself. Be to yourself. When you pop out and you deal with individuals, that's when you know it's always equal. Because I do my thing, you do your thing. And when we link up together, that's when we together. But after we together, we go in our own separate way. So y'all heard about the go along, get along game. Well, it's a lot of that go on. It goes on all over in high society, at the job. It goes on in the hood. People always feel validated with other people around them. So we got to understand that majority do rule. But my saying is majority rule, but guess what? Majority ain't always right. And sometimes you got to know when to take a stand and fight the majority. So that's why I always tell you, I don't care about majority of subscribers you got. I don't care about the majority of viewers you get, because that means nothing in reality, because it's always going to be a small percentage of the solid individuals. It's always going to be a small percentage of the real. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this thing works. You got 10 dudes around you. When it comes to some beef, only about 3-4 of them going to stand solid. The rest of them going to run. You know what I'm saying? You got 10 dudes. When you go to jail, only about 1 or 2 of them going to holler at you while you locked up. These are common sense. You got a whole bunch of dudes around. When you die, only 4 or 5 of them going to help carry your casket. It's that simple. So if a man didn't figure that out yet, that's how you know that man is mentally challenged, and that individual, he never learned the lessons of life. He never learned the 12 jewels. He never learned, you know what I'm saying, what being a good person is about. Because one day we all will be judged according to our deeds and actions and who we really are. The world is going to see who you really are once you leave this earth. You know what I'm saying? You can't remix history. People are going to judge you by how you treated people and how you lived your life. And this goes for everybody. So while we here, we all can hide behind money. We all can hide behind material things. We can hide behind yes men, yes women. Yeah, bro. Yeah, sis. I feel you on that. Yeah. It sounds good. It look good. But in reality, when we go home and we lay in that bed and sit on that couch, we got to deal with reality. You know what I'm saying? And some people are masters of what? Lying to themselves. And once you start lying to yourself, that's what makes you a loon ball. When you start lying to yourself and believing your own lies, that's what start making you crazy. Because the world know you're a liar, you're a fraud. The world see right through you, but in your mind, you're official. Nobody can't tell you nothing. That's when you know somebody is dealing with mental health issues. So that's my whole point of the penitentiary game, but it's also other games. And my whole point is when people to do stuff for you, give you whatever you want, they'll play to your fantasies, which is in the 48 laws of power. For those who don't know, it teaches you to play on people's fantasies, all of their desires and wants and needs, cater to them, and then you finesse them. You know how many people have lost their life over everything I said? It's dudes in jail right now with life over everything I just said. It's dudes and people in the ground for everything I just said, because they had people playing on their fantasies and their deepest, darkest desires. You know, they act like they had the answers. They act like they had everything you need. Just follow me. Just rock with me. I got you. And the whole time, only thing they got you was RIP and a new set of wings. That's it. Or a trip to the ground. So my point is this: you got to control your own destiny. You can't be no follower. Or if somebody utilize you and throw you in the trash, you can't be mad at that person because they threw you in the trash. Because guess what? You let them throw you in the trash. You put your faith in man instead of a higher power, so you're always going to get what? Deceived. You know what I'm saying? And that's my point on that. Moving right along. And it's another topic. FAIZONLOVE. Y'all know BIGWORM from Friday. FAIZONLOVE. He been coming at DAVEEAST net. He been calling DAVEEAST a fake CRIP. And I told y'all about how a lot of these rappers, they want to use gang for a promotional stunt, because once you claim a gang, you're automatically going to get a certain amount of fans. You're going to get a certain amount of validation. And when you move around, go from state to state, it's going to look like you got an army behind you. And a lot of these rappers, they use it to their advantage. My whole point is this: they claim gang. Let's be real. They never shot nothing. They never stabbed nothing. They never did an armed robbery. They never put in no real work. They never really sold no real drugs. I'm talking about state to state. No, they never had to live that life of life of crime. Pardon me, I got this cigarette. You know what I'm saying? They never lived a life of crime. So a lot of dudes want to claim gang for their own selfish endeavors. So FAIZON Love, Big Worm, he been keeping on Dave East's neck. And he said he's not a real Crip. And he said, this ain't the Boy Scouts. If you didn't grow up on my street, you can't be claiming my street. You know what I'm saying? He's saying basically, when you rep in the hood, you're supposed to be from that neighborhood. You're supposed to be from that block. And if you know what I'm saying? And my point is another thing I seen with another California brother where he said that he from Rolling 60 Crip. He said that by the first of the year, which is now, he said all Crips that's claiming Rolling 60, they need to start checking in because they're not going for people that's not from LA claiming LA hoods, claiming LA Crip hoods. They say they're not tolerating that no more, that everybody has to check in. And my point is with Dave East, he's from the Bronx. He does wear Crip on his sleeve, and I'm going to keep it real. When Nipsey Hussle died, in my opinion, he was clout chasing him very hard because I know him and Nipsey had dealings, but I seen that man really trying to use Nipsey to his advantage to the point where he even started trying to braid his hair like that man. And my point is this, you always going to see the gangbanger that raps that never even shot nobody. They're always going to throw it up the hardest. They're going to get the biggest tattoos. They're going to try to always do the most. And they're the ones that put in the least work. You've seen it happen again and again because gangbanging, it generates money. You're going to see a lot of people that want to be celebrities. They want people to respect them. They're always going to use gang to create an image around them. They're always going to do that. Meanwhile, the people that put in the real work don't even rock with them like that. Don't even smell them like that. Don't even have no dealings with them. We've seen this happen again and again and again. So when I seen Big Worm getting back on Dave East's neck again, I already knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking Dave East, but at the end of the day, he used to play basketball. He used to actually be friends with Kevin Durant. They was in AAU, whatever they had. But my point is, Dave East, he act like he ashamed of his basketball background. He want to big up his so-called Crip background. He want to tell you about how he used to be in Queensbridge projects and how he was doing this and that. But he don't want to talk about he actually was like a college boy. He actually had a good basketball career ahead of him. See, that's not cool. But he would use the gang life to make himself look official. Like, I didn't know Roddy Rebel went to college. You see? I didn't know that. That's what I heard. Because all he want to talk about is the gang. He want to put that gang up. And I'm just showing you how once you claim a gang, you automatically going to have a certain amount of success in the world, period. And what we see happens is the actual gangsters that put in the work, they all get indicted. Like everybody in that, if I'm not mistaken, mostly everybody that was in that whole Bobby Shmurda, Roddy Rebel situation, most of the dudes that was involved with that case, they still locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's actually the rappers that make the gangsters hot. The ones that really put in the work, they get snatched up because the dude that's rapping, he the one keep putting us on camera, on spotlight, speaking all our business in his raps, and then we the ones go to jail because we the ones that actually put all the work in. That's how this thing goes. And what happened? All the rapper gonna do is get a bigger deal somewhere else. They're gonna get somebody to look out for them somewhere else, and the whole gang be in jail sitting rotting away. So we got to break away from this too. We got to start calling it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if your homeboy put you down with the gang, you affiliated with the gang. But if you ain't never shot at nothing, you ain't never shot nothing, you ain't never put in no real work, you ain't never did no armed robberies, stick-ups, you ain't never, I'm talking about putting real work, you ain't really gang. You just what we call a poster child, or you what we call a doja. That's it. Your job is just to make us look good. That's it. And go to the store. You do what we need you to do. Bring the finances in, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was on it when I was in the game. Because I never needed no man to put in no work for me. I never needed no man to wave no flag for me, big me up, put my name out there, because I always knew that's gonna make me hot. And like I told you, it's always the spectators. Remember, When you putting on in your hood or you making a name for yourself, it's the people in your hood that throw your name all around the world. It's the people on your block that brag about you. It's the niggas in jail that be speaking your name, making you hot. A lot of times, people don't even know who you are. They don't even know your face. They know your name before they know your face. Why? Because everybody was speaking on you, and what you did made you hot. Now the authorities know who you are because everybody was speaking your name. I'm going to give my same opinion on this whole Bronx drill music. Y'all going to notice something. And me and the homie had to talk about this. Okay, let's keep it real. This whole Bronx drill beef been going on for a minute now. I've been paying attention to it for a minute. But you're going to see that these dudes did not get hot. To certain people was online and they kept talking about Bronx drill. Every time they went live, they kept talking about who? K-Flop, K-Flop, K-Flop. A lot of people didn't even know who K-Flop was. I'm not talking about the young dudes. The young dudes already knew. The people that's hip to the drill, they already knew who he was. They already knew what time it was. And I'm not just talking about academics. I'm talking about the individuals that was online before they was always talking about Chicago drill. They was always talking about FBG Duck and King Von in Chicago. But as soon as these people stopped talking about Chicago and they started talking about Bronx drill, what happened? Now you see that whole scene getting hot. It's on fire. K-Flop locked up now. When nobody was talking about K-Flop, I'm going to be real. It was a YouTuber that did break down the whole story about K-Flock and D-Thing and how they was buzzings and they was family and they had a back and forth beef. It was a YouTuber that had been did that story. But certain people took that information and they started exploiting it. And they kept talking about Bronx drill, K-Flock. Next thing you know, where K-Flock at now? So I'm showing you how it's individuals on the outside that make you hot. When they keep talking your name. Yeah, the NYPD could have been watching the New York drill. Yeah, they could have already been doing their investigation. But guess what? By certain people keep speaking on it, guess what you did? You helped them connect the dots faster, which helped them push the case faster. And now they can try to close the case faster because you want to speak on what the boys is doing, making them hot while they still in the street, active. So I'm showing you how dudes be dry snitching. And I'm showing you how a lot of these dudes' content actually consists of helping law enforcement convict criminals. Just what they do. They don't never say alleged. Notice, they don't say alleged. Like yesterday, I covered the case with the 17 individuals that got indicted. Well, my point is this. Y'all know I've been covering crime, but my whole aspect of me covering crime is to tell my brothers and sisters that crime is over with and you need to get right before you get caught up in the matrix. That's my whole point. My point is not to bash them, to try to get paid off of them. I'm trying to tell if any of my list, anybody that I'm trying to tell anybody that hear my voice, you got to way out because I ain't had nobody telling me that. I'm telling you, you got to way out and you got to get out before it's too late. So when I cover these crimes, I'm covering these crimes to give y'all proof of what I've been saying about the 5G matrix and all of that. How it's a false reality. So when I covered the crime on the 17 individuals that got indicted, I say alleged. I could have put their pictures up, but I seen some dudes covering the case and they put the actual indictment pictures up. Now, why I wouldn't put the actual indictment pictures up? Because these dudes got family. Y'all could be some of their family on my page online. You don't want to see a family member's picture getting put all on the TV screen, all on, let the news do that. Let the police do that. But I see dudes on their YouTube page, they put up all the faces of the people that actually got indicted, matching the faces with the whole case. I don't do that. I don't do that. And when I speak of crime, I say alleged because nobody is convicted until they go to trial and the judge hit that gavel down and say guilty. It ain't over to that. So I speak on the news in the form of alleged and in the form of giving information to prove that we headed in another direction and they're not playing with that crime no more. But you always will see dudes, they'll try to exploit that crime for monetary gain. And they try to slander the young boys like they was never young. And they like to put their picture on the screen like they work with the law enforcement. My point is, you might know some people that was indicted in some of these cases, but you wouldn't know because guess what? I'm not going to put the picture up. You got to do your own research. But some dudes will put the picture up and give you all the details. And then they want to say they real. They keep it real. They solid. They official. And then you're also going to know a lot of the dudes that suspect, they always want to throw in there that the three-letter boys are watching them. They always want to say, oh, them people watching me. Oh, my fault, people don't. They want to make it like they under so much scrutiny, like people are really paying attention. They always got to make it like they on a crime list or something. But then on the other hand, they always doing police work. Let the police do their own work, all right? Law enforcement gets paid to do their job. The game is called cops and robbers. A lot of you dudes, you are in between. You playing the middleman. You want to appeal to the streets because so you can make yourself look cool. But the whole time, you do the work of the police. And my whole point is this. You didn't start seeing them New York drill dudes get snatched up, in particular K-Flock, until certain people came on the internet, kept speaking his name. And these particular people that's been speaking K-Flock name, they just so happen to have over 100,000 views per video. You know, they got a 250,000 subscribers, and they've been putting this boy name out here all over the social airwaves. And then they want to say they trying to help the youth. And I also heard dudes actually try to say and speak on crimes they have no knowledge of. And don't say alleged. Painting narratives to get these dudes fried in the court of law. That's what I see going on. This is my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't know. But it's mighty funny. Soon as certain particular individuals started covering the Bronx drill, let's be exact, Bronx drill exact. Soon as they started covering Bronx drill, what happened? You see what happened. I don't got to say no more. So I don't know who these dudes think they be fooling, because some of these dudes, they do not like street people at all, and they never did, and they got a grudge, and some of them are getting payback, and it's called getting dudes locked up. That's what they doing to get that check. You know what I'm saying? They'll do anything to get that check. Because I told you some of these dudes never been hustlers. They don't know how to make money. They never learn. All they know how to do is tell, hang around people, wait for somebody to look out for them. And they try to hop on anything to get $1. So just know when I cover a case, I'm always going to say alleged. In certain cases, guess what? I'm going to stay away from. Like that whole case with Tax Stone and Troy Ave, I got nothing to say about that. Because that's still an open case. And a lot of these cases are still open, but you'll see dudes, they love to give descriptive details. They love to go all into the case. And the whole time, they don't even know that one day they might be in court showing your video to convict some young brothers. Because that's what you dudes be doing. Y'all got deals, and y'all got deals behind the scene. Then you want to always act like the three-letter people watching you. Like law enforcement watching you. They don't care about you because you ain't doing nothing. You ain't involved in no type of activity. You ain't dropping you ain't talking nothing nobody don't know. Stop it. You the same dudes, ain't gonna hurt nothing. You ain't gonna let nothing die. You ain't got nothing moving. You ain't got no soldiers. You ain't got no troops. You got no organization going on. You got nothing going on. So stop trying to make it like law enforcement is watching you, because actually all you doing is helping law enforcement, and they are watching you. They watching you because they support you. That's the whole game. I know what you playing. And I told you a lot of these dudes got law enforcement subscribed to their pages, all right? And if they subscribe to my page, it is what it is. But it ain't my job to help their job be better. You know what I'm saying? They got to do their own work. That's why they get checks, pensions, and things like that. A lot of you dudes, you in bed with the law enforcement, but you want to sit here in front like you not. Stop it. What up, P? You at, bro? I see you slid up in the chat, Brody. Y'all know what time it is, man. Grown Man Talk is a channel. Last night we had a good show. You heard? Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Go subscribe for those that don't know. Check up on us because we keep some things going on. We got some more things in store. Salute to the chat. Salute to my family. Y'all know what time it is. We cooking right now. Know what I'm saying? Next topic. This lame O.J. Simpson. Boom. I told y'all about how a lot of people going to try to slander Antonio Brown for clout, and 9 times out of 10 is going to be his own people. Now check this fool out, this Oreo, this fraud. O.J. Simpson had the nerve to try to bash Antonio Brown. He says Antonio Brown, he said he shouldn't have did that to Tom Brady. He said for Tom Brady to have helped him out, he shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? He basically saying that Antonio Brown, forget the fact they owed him his money and Tom Brady wasn't throwing him the ball. He basically saying that he should have just stuck it out and just stayed. So he says for Tom Brady to have helped him, for him to try to pull what he pulled is completely inexcusable. He said the playoffs are coming up, and you pull this crap on a guy who literally went out of, went to bat for you. He said this is total unexcusable. And my point is, O.J. Simpson, who are you to talk about this? We already know you try to do everything you could for Massa. You was a good boy when you ran that football. You did. You got off the case. A lot of people feel like you was guilty, allegedly. Some people believe you wasn't, but you never was for the black community, so I don't even know why you trying to cap. This also the same dude that went to jail for stealing his own stuff. And they say that OJ was high on that blow. And he was dealing with all type of party supplies. And it's the same fool that went to jail for stealing his own stuff. And we know Massa have locked him up for a long time. And now Massa let him back out. Now he want to pop out to bash Antonio Brown to make himself look good. Make himself look like he's a good black boy. O.J. Simpson, can you believe this? But what happens? Y'all notice this. Y'all notice this my whole point. The reason why I'm speaking on this thing with OJ, right? You always going to notice certain people are always going to pop out. Like when a person takes a downfall, it's always going to be somebody come out the bushes to try to bash that person to make themselves look good. Like you didn't hear nothing about O.J. Simpson talking about nothing positive because nobody want to listen to him. You ain't see nothing about O.J., but as soon as he get a chance to show his face on camera and go live, he want to go live talking about Antonio Brown. We see this happen again and again. I seen it last night. I see how certain YouTubers be getting scrutinized, and then you got other YouTubers, they want to come out and put their word on stuff. This same thing always happens over and over and over and over again. How many times we see the same story, y'all? We see this over and over and over. Like when Travis Scott had that situation, Charlamagne couldn't wait to interview him. I see the interview the other day got 2 million views. But before that, Charlamagne couldn't get 2 million views. But as soon as a tragedy happened, oh, let me pop out, get on that wave. Boom, they get success. People always are trying to get successful off of somebody else's demise. This is another thing been going on in the community forever. You doing something right, people won't pop out and say, yo, salute, yo, check out my boom, boom, boom. They're not going to know. But you do something foul, watch how many people come out the woodworks and got something to say. They do it all the time. Like I told you, you got the same clowns. They don't go live with something positive. They have no content for one. They can't give you no good content. They only go live when something bad happens. When somebody dies, they got something to say. They go live. When somebody go to jail, they come out. They go live. I heard a dude bragging that he never gonna fall because he said, look at my donations. My donations is lit. They stay popping off. I'm never going nowhere. You see? I'm showing you the signs of a lunatic. But you got dudes that literally prosper or profit. I put the two words together. You heard? You got dudes that profit and prosper of other people's demise. That's what they do. Now, we know you got to give a balance. You know what I'm saying? It's a time to give a balance, but you can't always be popping out when somebody died and now you want to speak on the dead. Okay. I heard a dude say dudes should be disrespecting the dead. And then I hear dudes always prospering off somebody when they die. So I'm showing you a hypocrite. The same dude that want to diss the New York drill and say they dissing dead rappers, this the same dude that go live and get donations and speak on dead rappers, and he have dissed dead rappers himself. So I'm showing you hypocritical behavior, and when you watch these type of dudes, it just shows that you are a weirdo. So now when you hear America speak on the mental health numbers rising, guess what? They rising every day. When you see a dude that's sick in the head get 100,000 views, that might mean at least 50,000 of them people are sick in their head too. That's how I look at the numbers. So we fighting a fight we can't win. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody's losing their mind. Everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean a majority, because the small percentage are going to stay solid no matter what. Just know that. We're going to stay solid, all right? And we're not playing. We're going to keep seeing through y'all like fiberglass and you know what I'm saying, and NBA backboards. We're going to stay seeing through y'all. You're not fooling nobody. But I'm showing you how majority of people are losing their mind. Because anytime O.J. Simpson, he want to pop out on the strength of Antonio Brown and use his name for clout. And I showed y'all the picture yesterday. Antonio Brown was at the game chilling, at the Nets game chilling. He been in New York chilling the past couple of nights. He ain't worried about nothing. But OJ want to make it like he losing out on life. Or OJ want to make it like, oh, that's bad. He did Tom Brady like that. But my point is this. I get it if a civilian got something to say. But OJ, you the last person. You need to shut up. You got nothing to say about no man because you've been accused of some foul things. And not only that, it's proof of you. You like to do breaking and enterings, nigga. You like doing B&Es. You the same fiend that broke into somewhere and stole your own memorabilia and tried to sell it. And you did the time for it. Antonio Brown has never went that low. So let's keep it real. OJ, you need to go somewhere and take it down. You know what I'm saying? Because you make everybody look bad. And guess what? The black community, it do not rock with you, OJ. We don't even acknowledge you. So you need to shut up. That's my opinion on him. And all those people who like to try to kick people when they down and prosper and make they self look good. You heard? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, he stole it back. He's a fraud. A lot of these dudes are frauds. That's what they do. It's a sickness in the community. That's why we ain't never going to come together. We ain't never going to be on the same page. I don't want to hear none of that. That's all. No, we ain't never going to do that. Ain't no frauds going to come amongst me and infiltrate me and my family. You heard? That's not going to happen. Especially you Chesters. They love to come together. Them sexual predators, you know, them funny style people, they love to come together in big crowds so they can slide through. They can move around. You know what I'm saying? No. You keep it limited. That way I'm watching everybody. I see everything moving. You ain't coming amongst me and mine and think you're going to slide through. No. That's why I told you about watching them parties. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact. Moving right along to the next topic. And this is another trend in America, and I'm pretty sure you already know. Definitely in New York City, this is a trend. It's been a lot of stabbings going on. It's been a whole lot of stabbings, knife play going on. Chucky. Y'all know they just released Chucky. They just brought Chucky back out. Now, all of a sudden, we're seeing a whole bunch of stabbings going on. And we got another incident that happened on the train, the New York City subway. And my people from the town, y'all know what's going on under that subway, but y'all know now it's been getting very, very nasty under there. You know what I'm saying? And a man was stabbed in his neck waiting on the A train, 2:20 p.m., 2 o'clock in the afternoon for those who are slow. He was at Rockaway Parkway Boulevard in Queens. A 36-year-old man was waiting for an A train on a Manhattan-bound platform when he was approached from behind by an unidentified man, and this unidentified man suddenly stabbed him in the neck on the right side. The victim fell to the platform, and then the man left on foot. He got up out of there. So this man came in on a platform, stabbed this man in his neck 2 times for no reason, and ran out the train station. We just heard about the woman that came out with her kids and somebody gutted her with a knife. We keep hearing about these stabbings. But my point is, this man was waiting on the train, minding his own business, and somebody gave him 2 to the neck. And then the victim, and then my point, the criminal, he just ran away like it was nothing. He got up out of there. He ain't even caught. Now this person, I don't know if they died or not. Hopefully they didn't. But I'm showing you how this could be anybody. A random stabbing. It wasn't over no money. What I told you yesterday, they want your money or your life. Some people just want your life right now. I don't know why, but that's what's going on. Stab this person in the neck 2 times waiting on the train. So you damn if you do, damn if you don't. You can't drive your car to work because of traffic and you might get carjacked. So then you try to catch the train to go to work or go about your business. You got people want to stab you in the neck. So what's going on right now? Somebody tell me what's going on. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I said it before, this is wickeder now than the 80s, 90s. I don't care about whatever generation you heard of. This is wickeder more than any other time. I'm going to tell you that. Everything ain't getting publicized, but when somebody just randomly gets stabbed in the neck, and I'm trying to show you, this is not gang activity. These are not gang crimes. These are random crimes. This has nothing to do with gang banging, period. This 36-year-old man got stabbed in his neck 2 times, and he was just waiting on the train. He got stabbed in the neck by a weirdo. Showing you a pattern. Showing you. So that's why to speak on this. But I'm also going to tie this into the other story, and I know y'all seen this story the other day because I forgot to cover it. I know y'all saw this story about the woman and her dog that got gunned down in a smoke shop. For those who don't know, a woman and her dog was shot and killed in a Brooklyn store. It was a smoke shop. You know, they was in a store and somebody randomly hopped out and gunned her and her dog down. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't know if she was a target. I don't know if somebody had a bag on her head. I don't know if she was a tip dropper. I don't know. But I'm going to say one thing. Somebody hopped out on her and they violated her and they killed her and her dog. But this is why I spoke on this topic today. Y'all know Peter, the people that don't play with the pets and all that. When you violate them pets, they coming for you like they did Michael Vick. They the main ones that got him all that time in jail. But this is my point. They said Peter is putting up a $5,000 reward on information who killed the pit bull. Y'all got to catch that. It's not a reward for the woman who lost her life. It's a $5,000 reward on who killed the dog. So in my opinion, that means it's some people more concerned with an animal's life than a human being's life. Because I did not see no reward for this woman's life, but it's a $5,000 reward if you can tell who killed that dog. So y'all got to see where we at right now. Y'all got to see where we at right now. This don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And y'all been knew that. Some of y'all been knew that an animal life was worth more than a human being. Some of y'all already knew that. You know what I'm saying? Just like y'all know y'all gonna get more. If you kill a police dog, you're gonna get life in jail. You know what I'm saying? Period. But Peter is putting up 5 racks, 5 bands for the person that can snitch on this shooter and tell him who killed this dog. With the woman, I didn't see no money for her life. No, I ain't see no money for her yet. But somebody came in there like an assassin and they left her and her dog out of there. Assassination style. You know what I'm saying? But it's a reward for $5,000 if you could tell who did this shooting to this pit bull. So that should let you know right there, human life ain't even worth 5 racks right now in the street. That should let you know right there. And that's my opinion. It's getting ugly out here. You know what I'm saying? Check it. What else? What else I got to touch on? Okay, boom. This is another trend going on. Y'all probably know about this too. With these barbershops in the town and all around America, because we know barbershops, a lot of barbershops, they got cash on deck. They got that COD, you know what I'm saying? Cash on delivery. And a lot of dudes are creating certain activities in these barbershops. Now, check this out. On January 3rd at 12 p.m., once again, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, broad daylight, in the BX, 2 individuals approached a 26-year-old male victim. They brandished handguns on him and demanded money from him, while 3 others stood by and kept watch. The victim gave up $930 cash, and the individuals fled on foot southbound. And this happened on Jerome Ave in the BX. My point is this. They caught this dude slipping in a barbershop. Because they know when you go to the barbershop, a lot of times you got cash on you, or a lot of dudes that get money, got good jobs. Basically, in general, dudes that like to stay fresh, they go to the barbershop. And 9 times out of 10, dudes got that money on. They got a little cash on them. But my point is, let's break it down. What are 5 dudes gonna really do with $930? How far are they really gonna get? But this is what people gotta do just to make it through the day and eat a decent meal. Because they went in the barbershop, they basically locked the barbershop down because you had the boys outside the door, inside the door, and the 2 dudes, they threw the guns to the boy and they took his $930 cash, and then they all ran out the store, which means they also didn't have no vehicle, and they did it all broad daylight at 12 p.m. So it let you know this is Wild Wild West time now. Every crime I'm telling you about is happening in the daytime. They're not even waiting till the night. Because guess what? When the night comes, it ain't too many victims out because it's like a lockdown, and people like to walk around in the money and feel like they're comfortable. And the money, people go to them ATMs, they start getting that cash. So that's why you're starting to see a lot of daytime crime activity pick up very high. I've seen recently, I've seen 3 robberies in barbershops. I know y'all seen some of them too. I seen one situation where the dude came in a barbershop. He stuck up the barber that was cutting hair, took his chain, took all his money, and took some of his clippers. Facts. Then I seen another situation where a dude came in and stuck the barbershop up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I'm going to be real. When I used to work in a barbershop, I used to keep that thing right in the drawer. I'll be real with you. You know what I'm saying? I knew what time it was. I've been through this type because I used to open and close. But since the pandemic, I've been seeing that money drying up. I've been seeing all this coming. And like I said, and due to the sicknesses and all that, I separated myself from that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody want to cut, you know what I'm saying? They hit me up direct. My point is this. Barbershops are becoming targets. Wherever they do hair at, it's going to be targets. Nail salons are going to be targets. Anywhere where cash is being exchanged, you dig? We've been seeing random bodega robberies, corner stores. For those who don't know, that's not from New York. That's what we call a corner store. You dig? A lot of bodegas been getting hit for 5,000 here, 1,000 here. Dudes going to act like they want a sandwich. Then they throwing that hammer to that boy's face real quick. Random robberies are happening. Everything is random now. That's all I'm telling you. And when I speak on this, I'm speaking to put my peoples on point so y'all won't be victims out here. That's the only reason why I cover these situations, to show you what's going on, that it's purge time. They purging out here. Some people don't want to believe, but that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no fear factor. I ain't trying to scare nobody. I'm letting you know what time we in right now. And don't be nobody victim, because I don't care who you are, you could be got if you slipping. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get caught slipping. So for those that just pulled up, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a run through, a slide through. You heard? MoneyBagGyo declared that he quit sipping on that lean. He stopped dealing with that liquid heroin. And he says that he used to think that being sober would mess with his creative process. And he said now he see that it was just a mind thing, because he said that his skin is actually glowing more. It's glowing, you know what I'm saying? He looking better, he's feeling better. And he also said that he's been dropping nothing but pressure since he stopped getting high. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I started out the show with, just to put some good information out here, just to let us know that we can't stop getting high. We can't stop certain things to become better. That's all I'm saying. And everybody, I'm pretty sure if you turn up, if you hit your little bud, you do your little drink, whatever you do, ain't none of us perfect, all right? But we all got to understand that we all could be better than what we are. And sometimes it takes putting certain things down and picking up something better. Even if you just test yourself for a little while, a month, a week. First, you might start with a week. Then you might start with 2 weeks, a month. You got to test yourself. You got to push yourself, because that's how you make yourself become great. And you start, you start coming together with those creative juices. And sometimes that's how God talks to you. Sometimes you got to clean yourself up, and then God will just start talking to you. And then certain things will just start going in your favor. You feel me? That's whatever it is, whatever habit you got. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to put them down for a second. So we're going to salute Moneybagg Yo, because he promoted getting high. Now he's promoting not getting high. And we got to salute that brother, because a lot of people, they don't got the balls to do that. They might feel like they're going to lose their money. Ain't nobody going to want to support them. They might feel like they're going to be looked at as a lame. But we got to salute and give credit where credit is due. That Moneybagg Yo, he stopped sipping that lean, and he said he actually got better. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to salute that man. You know what I'm saying? And that's that on that. Also, I spoke about the so-called Chicago rapper, no name given, how he shot up the party on Instagram with the girls twerking on live. I know some of y'all saw that. It was the girls twerking on live on IG Live. The dude walked in the room. He saw his girl twerking with the other females. He started letting that gun fly. He started flockering that gun in that house. And like I said, luckily, magically, none of the females got shot. But when I broke down this situation, I was tying in how I told you rappers are becoming the poster child for being sick weirdos, drug heads, and criminals. Because like I said earlier, instead of this rapper going in the crib, twerking with his girl and the rest of them girls, and I'm talking about letting them girls twerk on him, you know what I'm saying, getting his little grind on, he didn't want to do that. He want to start shooting a gun in the house. So I'm showing you behavior of a sick individual. And like I said, a lot of these dudes are suspect, because I don't know what all this is about wanting to shoot females. I don't get it. I'm never going to get it. Shooting a female is not going to make you gangster. Oh, I get it. His feelings was hurt because he's seeing his shorty twerking on another girl. He got hurt. His heart was broken. So he want to let the shots fly in the crib. But what this dummy didn't know, they was on IG Live. So he basically incriminated himself. But being that his picture was not on there, and they didn't tell on him, I'm not gonna give his name because I don't know his name. And if I did, I wouldn't say nothing. But this particular Chicago rapper, he shot up the party on IG Live, all because he's seen his girl twerking. So now y'all see what's going on, man. You see what's going on. Like I said, Pete, he was supposed to get up in there and start dancing with his girl. He supposed to start grinding on everything in there, you feel me? But he wanted to throw shots. So we know this man was sick. And I told you, this ties into the same story I was telling you yesterday about the rapper that want to shoot his girl and shoot himself. And we see how this is a trend of so-called rappers and so-called dudes in the hood. They want to shoot females. I thought a gun was to protect your life against beef, things like that. Some dudes might want to smoke with you. They want to take you out. You got to protect yourself. I get it. But now we see dudes, they're using guns to intimidate women now. Shorty, you ain't going to leave me. You ain't going nowhere. You my chick. Now you want to brandish that gun on the shorty. He want to scare her so she can say, oh, he crazy. I ain't going to leave him. He crazy. Or he going to shoot me, girl. But a lot of these dudes, they're really suckers and they cowards. I'll be real with you. And when it comes to the street, they don't have that same energy. Those are the same dudes that do a lot of shooting and hitting a lot of nothing. Trust me when I tell you. You always gonna have a dude let loose 30 shots to make you think he crazy. But he ain't gonna walk up on nobody and blow nobody brains out and get nobody blood material on his clothes. You feel me? They don't get down like that. Allegedly, disclaimer, I'm not promoting crime, all right? I don't want no smoke. I'm just keeping it real. I also spoke about FAIZONLOVE, Big Worm from Friday, and how he said he doesn't think DAVEEAST is a real CRIP. And he told DAVEEAST, this ain't the Boy Scouts. You didn't grow up on my street, and you have no right to claim my hood. And he was basically making reference of how a lot of rappers be claiming hoods, or a lot of people be claiming hoods that they never been to, and they're not from. And this has always been a California beef. Through Bloods, Crips, they always felt the same way. And that's why even real right people, I'm not even gonna glorify, I'm not even gonna say that. It was once upon a time when even in New York City and the East Coast, where certain brothers knew if you claimed a West Side hood, eventually you had to go over there and make yourself known, or you had to open up a line of communication. See, brothers, a lot of brothers already knew this. And until you did that, you was considered to be a fraud. But you got to understand, that's why certain brothers started their own East Side thing, so they ain't got to deal with all those politics. And to tell them West Coast people, if they got a problem, you come see us and you come check us on your own. We ain't checking in with y'all. We do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why FAIZONLOVE has been coming at DAVEEAST's neck, because if I'm not mistaken, DAVEEAST let her throw up that rolling 60 CRIP. He let her throw up that neighborhood, but he never been to the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Big Worm is really talking about. And I'm also going to say, in my opinion, when old boy passed away, DAVEEAST was really running with his name. You know what I'm saying? He was really running with that rolling 60 CRIP. When Nipsey Hussle died, pardon me. When Nipsey Hussle died, DAVEEAST was really clout chasing off that boy. I see him going Instagram live, doing all type of events. When he opened up his store, he tried to say, I opened up my store like my boy Nipsey. He was clout chasing that boy very hard. He started rocking his cornrows like him and everything. Claiming that neighborhood rolling 60 CRIP. But the whole time, you ain't even checking in. You ain't even tied in like that. And my whole point is, boy, you used to play basketball. But you don't want to big that up because you're ashamed or you used to be a basketball player. You've been in college. You feel like that's not cool. So you want to keep throwing up CRIP and promoting rolling 60 CRIP. When I know you the type of dude, I'm going to keep it real. You never went on no real mission. You feel me? You never laid nothing down. You never went on no armed robberies. You never been in no real shootouts. You never put in no work on nobody opposition. Let's be real. I'm not glorifying it, but we got to keep it real because I'm tired of dudes having a good background, having a good lifestyle, and they always want to use the game for monetary gain. So when I see Big Worm checking DAVEEAST like that, I don't have no problem with it because he kind of got it right. If you throwing up rolling 60 neighborhood CRIP and you don't come check in with the homies on the West Side and you don't show them no love, they got the right to call you a fraud. And that's just my opinion. But my whole opinion is, my whole perspective is DAVEEAST used to play basketball. He used to be down with Kevin Durant. They all started out together. You know, he got a lot of talent. He'd been to college. But he always wanted to exploit the fact that he's a CRIP. He's another dude we know he has not put in no real work like that, because if you did, you would not be able to get those deals like you get. You would not be in front of that camera like that. And I'm tired of the brothers that actually put in the real work trying to get out the street being used for fame. And then when these dudes get to their glory, you know, they kick them to the side and they treat them like they nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, all that lifestyle is over with anyway. Salute to the chat. Salute to the fam. Exactly, Pete. Tell he a ball player, man. Be proud of being a ball player. What's wrong with being a ball player, man? What's wrong with that? That's the problem now. The kids don't want to play sports no more. They want to just rap. You got more chance of being a millionaire as a ball player now than a rapper. Or you could do both, but you ain't got to act like you ain't never played ball, like you ain't never been a good kid, like you never went to college. Y'all just want to claim rolling 60 CRIP. I'm CRIP. I'm blood. Because you know that's going to get you a certain amount of, oh, pay attention. They're gonna look at you. Oh, they're gonna be trying to figure out, is he real? Is he not? Yo, what's good with him? You're gonna get an audience. You're gonna get that light you want. When you go from show to show and you scared you're gonna get robbed for your chain or jacked for your car, now you got little homies around you. You look thorough, but the whole time by yourself, you're a coward. That's why you don't want to big up that you play ball for real. Because you know in the hood, dudes used to look at, they'll say, yo, leave him alone. He play ball. He a good dude. Leave him alone, bro. He play ball. In the hood, when you play ball, you was considered to be like a sucker, unless you was a dude that played ball and you put in work and you could fight. Then they gave you respect if you played ball. But if all you did was play ball, you did not get no respect in the hood. That's how we grew up. Only the ones that was good at both, playing ball and putting in work in the street, they got respect on both sides. You feel me? But if you play ball, it's nothing wrong with you just play ball, bro. We got to stop trying to live through false images. When you're a good kid, you got to understand it shows on your face. People can look in your eyes and tell when you're really a good person. And they know no matter how many bodies you claim you caught or how many drugs you, because you got to remember that became the fad. If I rap, if I claim a gang, if I sell some weed, go get me a couple 8-balls, sell some drugs, I'm official. I'm official now. I got the official nigga starter pack. Chain, flag, hammer, drugs. I got the boys with me. I got the whole starter kit now. Dude's been doing this for the past over 10 years now. This has been going on a long time. They get the gangster starter pack. They go buy it. They buy the whole starter pack. They go buy the outfits, the flags. They buy their friends. They buy the whole image. And dudes are still doing it. Grown men. What it's called, they be trying to buy the real nigga starter kit. You got to see through the games they play, man. You feel me? That's what they do, man. Let's keep it real, man. Like I said, man, DAVEAST, man, just keep it real, man. Inspire the young boys who playing ball, man. Stop trying to big up neighborhood. And like I said, man, you waited all this time to buy a store, a corner store, a bodega. You could have been did that, bro. When you so-called was riding around in Maybachs and Bentleys, you could have been bought a corner store. Let's stop playing. I'm tired of dudes doing stuff for monetary gain, acting like they helping the black community or they making us look good. Come on, man. Stop it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, I'm not mad at BIGWORM for exposing this dude. I'm not mad at all. He's been on his neck since like last year, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? And BIGWORM is a comedian, so you ain't gonna really get too far with him. I'm also gonna say to OJ Simpson, you need to shut up. Don't be trying to speak on Antonio Brown, because at least Antonio Brown stood his ground, OJ, and you's a sucker. And no matter how much you kiss the white man booty, they still look at you like a piece of crap. And you always going to get slandered, OJ, until the day you leave this earth. You're going to be slandered because a lot of people think you're guilty. And you also pulled the crackhead move when you broke in that establishment and stole all of that stuff that you stole. You stole your own trophies and plaques because you was going to try to sell them. So you pulled the crackhead move. You went to penitentiary. But now you see a so-called black man down, you want to come out and give your opinion on him, just like I said they was. The same way I told you Michael Vick tried to take a shot at Antonio Brown. The dog killer, Michael Vick, he had something to say about Antonio Brown as well. He tried to say about, oh, when I was playing for the Steelers a little while, and Antonio Brown, he got mad at me because I went throwing the ball. I said, look at this, man. Because they know you cannot have that job on Fox Network if you don't say nothing bad about Antonio Brown. They're going to look at you sideways. So you made sure you said something, because that's why they hired you for. For those who don't know, they only hire certain people. I'm going to keep it real. Like Stephen A. and all, I'm going to show you something. They hire those black people to disrespect their own people because if the so-called white people say these things, they're going to look racist and they're going to lose ratings. So certain things that the white people can't say, they pay the black man to say so it won't look racist. That's the whole game they've been playing. That's why they've been gave Stephen A 10 million. And you're going to learn something. Every so often, Stephen A, he got to go ham on somebody black to keep his job. He got to spaz out on somebody black. That's his job. You never, ever, ever heard Stephen A go ham on nobody white. If I'm wrong, y'all correct me. That's what they get paid to do. That's all I'm saying. This ain't about race. I'm just telling you the game they play. America is the game of race. This is the champ. They play the championship games of race here. It's always going to go on, so don't get mad. But Stephen A, he gets paid millions of dollars to disrespect black people. That's his job. The same thing with that bum, crackhead-looking, dry-faced, ashy dude called Kwame Brown. He gets paid to diss black people. Why you think he never has no energy for nobody white? Because when he sees somebody white in person, he say, yes, sir, boss. What you need me to do, massa? That's how he really talk. And I'm not saying that because he's from down south. That's the type of dude he is. You never heard Kwame Brown. Have you ever heard Kwame Brown go ham on Joe? You ever heard him talk about that boy Joe? Have you ever heard him talk about anybody of a light complected skin known as Caucasians? No, you have not. If I'm wrong, y'all can curse me out. Y'all can tell me shut up. Have you ever heard Kwame Brown diss anybody other than somebody black? I'll wait. And I'm going to say allegedly, and I'm going to give a disclaimer because he likes to strike pages too, and he's a coward. All he does is diss black people. And he's another delusional cult leader because he's been dissing Gilbert Arenas lately like Gilbert Arenas cares about him. He actually tried to say Gilbert Arenas trying to get clout off of him. When it's the same dude allegedly that did PPP loans and he brought a foreclosed house. And Gilbert Arenas, last time I checked his bag looks mighty healthy, and he got more than Kwame Brown. So how's he clout chasing you, bum? You just another bum on YouTube that think you a star all over again. You dudes think you stars because you be on YouTube. But when you shut down, when you sign out, shut off your computer, you're nobody. You just another dude in your house that probably got people leeching off of you, and you go in public, you're scared. That's it. Nobody cares about y'all. You a has-been, bro. You failed. You a born loser. And you look ashy. You look smoked out, my brother. Gilbert Arenas is not clout chasing you. His bag is straight. You need that clout on YouTube so you keep them donations coming in. And so you get them super chats. And so you get that YouTube check. You the one got to keep going live all day, Mr. Doodle Brown. You're the born loser. Don't no celebrity want to be on YouTube like you all day going live more than average. Anytime Kwame Brown go live than me, I know he's a bum because I know he need that bread. And he has nothing to say. He got a cult following of losers. But my whole point is you never hear Kwame Brown disrespect nobody white. Not once. So I'm showing you a master serving, boot licking, yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir, boss. I'll get you some more tea. Yes, sir, boss. I'll do whatever you need me to do. That's him. That's all you ever going to be. So let's keep it real. With that note, it's the For No Fame Primetime episode 75, a.k.a. the For No Fame Live episode 75. And y'all know I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all have a good day. Y'all stay blessed and stay away from them suckers, you heard? And do your own thing. That's the word of the day. I'm out.